transport that up there. I'm working on animal beds as well, so that all the cats can have beds and shit. Now, I was trying to work out who was fucking couples. Because in a colony of like this is a fucking problem. To sort out who is in a relationship with who. So, salting spree Tadashi, that's fine. When I can eventually see this, I will start going through my colonists and see if I can set them up with a partner. The only thing is, I know that whoever thinks that they're with silverware is not actually with silverware. There we go. I can actually see now. Alright. Social. Now you are with... You have a bed, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you have a bed. I am looking for people that have... Well, hello. You've got a... Lorna has... Halisman. Hold on. I don't recall you two having a bed. No, you two don't have a bed. So let's get this sorted out. What is it? Lorna and Halisman. Okay. Find Halisman first. There you are. Hold on, where'd you go? I literally just... There. Halisman and Lorna. I have a lot of colonists with... Yeah, you. Okay. So, we got you two, wherever the fuck you guys were in here. Because this is scrambled again. Now that I've moved again, this is well and truly all over the fucking place. Alright, let's go back finding people. So we've got you pair together. Lover, Lumi, friend, husband, Vincent and Joshua. Okay, hold on. Vincent and Joshua. Joshua should be first. There's Joshua. Let's go find Vincent. Somewhere down the bottom. Nearly went past you. Vincent? Okay. Fuck knows where you guys are in this list. Crab. Worm. There. There you are. Alright. Okay. Next person in a relationship. I'm not going to be able to obviously put them with everyone because I don't have sufficient beds currently installed, but I'm going to try my best. Okay, next up is Tail and Takeo. I figured that they were in a relationship. Let's go with... Well, you guys are both in the T section, so... Okay, let's see. Tail and... Where the fuck is Takeo? Takeo should have been up further this way. Hold on. There you are. Okay. So, Tail and Takeo... Fuck knows where you guys are in this list. I'll just start with, like, Jackal or whatever. This will be fine. I also know that anybody that says that they're lovers with silverware is a liar. Unless they're a husband and wife situation. Lover is Connie. You're Noskabar. Noskabar and Connie. Hold on. Clear is dead. Okay, well, they're dead, so you don't get a bed, love. I forgot to check that, but I did find the colonists in my colony before, so it's fine. Ex-lover. Lover. Purple chimpanzee. Human and purple. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's get you to a bed. I didn't check which purple it was. Hold on. Chimpanzee. Okay, it's purple chimpanzee and human. Okay. Human Bargo, whatever it is. I must have skipped one. That's fine. Alright. So, I've got 2 chimpanzees. And I don't know if that one came up as purple. Butcher. There we go. And human. I'll have to double check that. Human and chimpanzee. Okay. Alright, I don't know where they are in this pile. There's Noskabar, so we weren't too far off. It's in manatee, roll. Marlboro, Bren. What? There we go. Human Weaver and Purple Chimpanzee. Okay, and it is Chimpanzee Butcher. Okay, that's fine. So, wife, Delacruz, and Mark. Okay, hold on. I don't know if you guys have got a bed. No. Okay. So, Mark and Delacruz. It's going to be a bitch to figure out everybody specifically. Okay, Mark and Delacruz. Delacruz should be up first. Delacruz, and let's go find Mark. I don't know if I clicked the right one then. It kind of like flicked past it, so I'll have to check that in a second. Oh, there you are. Alright. Yeah, Delacruz and Mark. Save this shit. Alright. I don't know where the fuck that is, but we're going to start with about here. This was where human was. Well, that was the very next one, basically. Hold on. Okay, friend, wife, Lorna. I think I gave you a bed already. Ex-lover, friend, lover, Rush. They're dead. I don't have to worry about that. Let's see, wife is Tail. I've already given you a bed. This is the hard part about finding like the other person in the pile. Is you come across it later. Fawn. Fawn is alive. Oh yeah, you guys are already married. I was gonna say, I'm like, that's the same last name. Anyway, okay. Zospan and Fawn. Okay. Zos and Fawn. That's a hell of a combination. Let's get down here. Fawn and Zosaba. You. Okay. I'm not looking for that one again. Fuck that. And fuck knows where I am in the pile. Probably a lot further along than this, but I'm going to start from here because it's about wherever. Tail. Yeah, no, we might be further along than that. Vivian, Dan and Vivi. Or Vivo. Okay, let's go find it. I have visitors apparently. Interesting. I was not aware that I had visitors. Okay, so Dan and Vivo. Get out of there, kid. Dan. Fuck knows where you are in here. I may have missed like one couple, but I'll find it later. Vivo is going to be like way down here somewhere. I think V's after T. Vivo. There you are. Okay, and I've got one more double bed at the moment that I can allocate. And there might be like one other in there that I've like missed, but this will be fine. Okay. That's the opposite. A lot of people with ex-lovers, which is interesting. It makes me wonder if they never got to the point of having a bed. You've... No. That's not yours. Husband is Crucia. Crucia and Snake, I don't believe they have a bed. Pretty sure they don't have a bed. No, they don't. Okay, well, Crucia and... Is this the last one? Yeah, okay. Snake or Snake Excavator and Crucia. I've got multiple snakes. Crucia should be near the top here. I don't remember how that was spelt, but that's okay. I'll find it. There's Cremento. Crucia, there you are. And Snake Herder. You'd be pretty far down the list too, to be fair. Alright, hold on. Do I still have two snakes? Snake Excavator, that's it. Cool. Okay. So I have now allocated like at least half of the colony's couples. The second half I can't allocate yet because I don't have the double beds installed. I want the rooms kind of made before I start putting the beds in there because they don't really have shielding. I could put one there and I could probably put them in here, but it's going to count as a barracks. I'm sure they're going to have like issues with that. I also have animals to go hunt again, which is great. And I've got only 2 colonists idle at the moment. So the nice thing is some of my couples are going to get loving and they'll be happy and stuff. I still have a lot of stuff to go install. They're starting to make some of the beds for the animals, which is great. Which, speaking of, I can put down a few more of these motherfuckers. Because I put them down once, and then I think I had to, like rerun the fucking save because something happened. And I, like, lost a bunch. But this is fine. Doing this in the rain is, like, the worst fucking time to be trying to do this because everything is doing something at the moment. But it's fine. Also, somebody's having a punch-up just, like, off to the left. I'm not really sure who, but it's fine. What else can we do? I also need to check on how many components we've got. We've made 3 surplus at the moment. So the hard part is I don't think that we're going to make that particular quest. My best bet would be to send a caravan to wherever it was and have them sitting outside and be ready to go. Basically, that would be my best bet. It's just like plop it on the caravan and then do the trade. But I'm probably not going to get that, and quite frankly, I sort of need like 44 components myself for this colony. There is a lot of things that I could be making or doing or whatever. There's a lot of repairs that need to be done in and around the place. I am also trying to put the additional beds and stuff in the place because I really do want to force the animals to go to sleep somewhere. Because when they have a sleeping spot, it stops them from sleeping somewhere stupid like a blocked door or something like that. Whereas they have to run off to their designated bed. So it definitely helps. I also still have a lot of colonists idle because I just don't have shit installed. So, yeah. Hey, Simple. What are you up to? Good morning indeed. And Mole's got inspired recruitment, so good for him. I'm also like slowly following Nitro up here. I also need to allocate everybody to have their weapons back and to use the neurotrainers. I will probably sit down, probably on like the weekend or something, and just have a quick assessment of everybody in my colony and make notes of who I have to actually give components, the neurotrainers to. Because it's a little much when everything's just constantly going at the same time to kind of keep on who needs what, you know? Did you see there was a new mod called Smooth as Butter Continued that's supposed to help with when you have 1,000+ spawns moving things on the map? I didn't, because I don't look at mods because this is a closed mods playthrough. So no, I wasn't aware. But I'm sure that could definitely help some people if they're playing with biotech and shit. For sure. But yeah, no, this is a closed mods playthrough. So what I started with, I'm playing through until completion. So if shit stops working or whatever, it just becomes mods that I can't use. And I'm pretty much testing what core game and stuff can handle, which is apparently a lot considering like how long the game has been going and like how much every single colonist has interactions with other colonists and animals and the sheer number of stuff I have. Like resources wise, I've got like most things are in like the 5 digits, 3 to 5 digits and stuff. So yeah, unfortunately that won't help me because I don't have any performance mods or nothing like that, but I'm sure it will definitely assist somebody. There's a few people I know that have got like a good handful of colonists and stuff. I'm gonna throw it out there in case you wanted your game to run a little smoother. I think other people like yourself have issue with how my game's running, but I don't. The reason why my game is having any kind of a struggle to begin with, apart from the fact that we have like nearly 1,000 fucking animals, hundreds of colonists, hundreds of like interactions between my colonists, like social lists and shit, couple of years worth of like gameplay memory, stuff like that, is also the fact that I do have some failing components in my computer as well. So it's doing the best it can. All my games are actively struggling. It isn't just a RimWorld thing. But yeah, that's completely uncalled for to come in and be like, hey, your game's slow, you should use this. I know that's not quite what you did, but that's what I get like all the time. And yeah, unfortunately, like not many people are playing RimWorld to the capacity that I'm trying to push it with core game. Like if I really wanted to, if I wanted to be like, oh, you know, a mile a minute, let's burn this shit to the ground in 5 minutes flat, I'd probably add some performance mods or whatever. Or maybe go through and clean up like the social like file and stuff that connects them and whatever. But, you know, I am trying to see what like RimWorld is actually capable of over like however long this takes me. That could be like 5 years maybe. And I am also at this point pushing the known capacity of my game, which is about 1,500 either colonists and or animals maximum is what my game can kind of handle before it just stops. And we've got about 1,200 odd animals and people combined, plus thousands of stuff. So, plus it's also raining, so that's another thing that's actively happening in game. I don't think you guys destroyed that, did you? Nah, it's all good. Alright. So, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. You're relaxing socially. I really should turn off these, like, campfires that are not actively working. Because... and I have. Yeah, nice. So, I kind of want you to come out and, like, keep building shit, but, he's relaxing socially, so I'll leave him be for a moment. I noticed that I have like these on like the corner of here, but I haven't actually added the additional door, or I removed it at some point. But now that I know that these work, I know that it's going to open it up, but the animals can't get in here, so it should be safe to get those built. And it's wood, so they should build it pretty fast. And like I said, I've got the neurotrainers to go, and I have like a shit ton of other stuff. We're not deconstructing those. Where could I put that for the moment? Because I haven't built the third one of these down here yet. And the only reason why I haven't built it is because I want them to be using the blocks for other shit just yet. But we'll see. I also would like you guys to smooth that because we'll use that as a pillar. And we'll mine out these two corners and we'll make that a solid wall. So... what I want is I want furniture, animal sleeping box. Let's make some nice sleeping boxes. I didn't need that going off in the background. That's fine though. So, do I want it to be like granite or... I feel like gold would be excessive, and honestly it's just my animals in here, so I don't feel like I need that. But I also don't want it to be wood because this is an extremely flammable room, and metal also burns, which is kind of stupid. I could do limestone. That takes forever to build and disassemble. Hold on, what's my resources like for blocks? Hold on. We're using granite actively for stuff and floors. I don't have much in the way of limestone. I still have a lot of slate, but I still have a lot of slate wall, and we're using marble for everything else. If I used limestone in here for these, I think we could put down a bunch of small animal boxes. I kind of also would like to put down maybe some egg boxes or something. My only problem with that is that my animals will go and put like all of whatever kind of eggs in here, and my colonists won't come and collect the actual like fertile eggs out of here, so we'll see. I don't know if that just took away doing the floor or if that's both. I won't do too many of those, I'll just do one for the moment because I still want them to keep on the hay grass in here. I want this to be an area where basically all the small animals can keep going to because they won't necessarily be born yet, but when they become an adult they'll be too big to continue to sleep in here. So I'm hoping small things like chickens and ducks and like lambs and fucking calves and shit can be in here, safe and warm. As well as the fact that the other animals can just come in and like collapse on it. It'd be great, you know. So yeah, hopefully this will keep them alive during winter, because I am only just building an air conditioner because I need this room to be kind of sealed off. I haven't like put the second row of walling or anything to make this truly, you know, insulated, but I just kind of need it to not be sub-freezing, essentially. And I'll pop a proper roof in here at some point. This should be enough to start, because I was also going to make this initially somewhere where like the animals could come in to get food, and I haven't actually got somewhere for them to just access food, because I know my people have to come and like basically tame them, right? So they have to give them a piece of food to do stuff with them. I kind of don't see the point of putting down natural food. I've got like a hay grass line that they can get access to. If they want more than that, my people can come and feed them, I guess. Okay. So we've got a shit ton of animal beds. We have some bed spots being made. I still have to find who is in the couple sections to kind of put their beds in here. I could start bringing down some of the solo double beds, but I can't get any. I can't go. Where the fuck are you going? Okay, that's fine. If he has another mental break, he's getting his like stuff revoked again. All right, what's going on here? You guys, every time I make a new bench, every time you're not putting chem fuel on this. We made this to put components. I was going to move some of the wood off the ground. I don't need it in here, but I wanted to put at least the full components, probably maybe the bionics and shit. I don't really want them in here, honestly, either, but what can we do? We can put the full components and we can put the unfinished stuff on here. And I need to check the other ones too, because some of them have got it. Some of them are good. And some of them are not in here yet. So you guys get your components, that's fine. You haven't made them. These look like these are made though. They look like they got made. Can you guys link those? Clear them. Actually, to be fair, just link them with these ones too. Link them. Clear everything. I want to have components that are finished and unfinished parts in here, ideally. This has got, I'm seeing a mixture of shit on that bench and a mixture of shit on that bench. Hang on. Give me these benches here, these little ones, because these are mostly good too. That one's not quite finished, but it's almost finished. So I want you guys to link all those. I want them to clear off. I want unfinished stuff to be on there, and I wanted to see cotton down here. So a very specific textile of cloth, because we're making other stuff in here. Cool. Okay, so there's going to be a couple more probably made, and they should stop putting other shit like medicine and chem fuel and like the wood off the ground and stuff. I think I was going to make like one or two of them capable of holding wood just to get it off the ground, but I don't need that. And somebody's got a fresh meal in here anyway, so look like we've got a shit ton of steel. I don't think there's a single spot free on the floor, so that kind of sucks, but I need to make something that can hold on to wood somewhere else. Where do I want wood to be? I haven't made a biofuel refinery room yet, and I'm sure as fuck not putting it in here. Now that I've got the one out there, nobody's deconstructed that. Hey Ray, can you go deconstruct that, please? Because that ain't supposed to be in there. I want this to be like this kind of stuff. I will move that over, because it's kind of like, if somebody kicks it, I don't care if it gets destroyed, you know? So I do want to move these out and into there. And I do want the lighting to come into here. So let's get the... That wasn't quite where I was putting it. I was putting it like a bit further up. Unlike the kitchens. So let's chuck that in there. And there. Alright. And I've got the extra light in the center, which I don't actually need, but this is fine. If I were to move these over, because I have like a shit ton of these, right? I would only be like moving them into this space, and I could probably reassemble them just a bit better than I had before if I was putting it like in line with this, essentially. And the reason why I want to move this over is because this is where I want them to eventually be. Unfortunately, I didn't kind of like put everything where I wanted it to be in the beginning. I just put it where I had something to put it. And the reason why I want these down here is if I have an infestation pop through the floor, I'm not worried about shit in here getting broken. The only thing I kind of wanted to have done is made these metal. I really wish I had have made them metal or something like that, or a different material. But it's a bit late for that now. They're already made and I brought them between colonies a few times. So this is where they are. How many more have I got? I've got like 2 more, but not quite enough space for that. I kind of don't want to block the door. So we'll do that. And I think this is the only one left to move. Okay. Everyone is moving. Yep. Okay, so all of them are going to move. I want to copy this. I already have a bit of a storage issue here. So I want this to not be through the damn center. Like, well, it wasn't quite what I wanted, but this is fine. That will do. Okay. So what I kind of want to do is I want to make another zone. It's preferably not fucking pink because there we go. There's one that's not pink. Every time I get a new zone, it's always fucking red or pink or something, and I'm just so fatigued from looking at it. So let's paste that there. This will be most of this zone, honestly. There we go. Okay. I probably also want this to probably connect from the front because we're probably going to get the front there as well. And this was storage of what? Just stone? Is it just stone? Chunks? Okay, stone chunks, and if I'm going to have the benches in here, I guess this is where we're going to want to have the manufactured blocks, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, wherever they are, stone blocks. There. Alright, so we're going to move those over to that. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this pile. I know that this fucks it around for just a bit. I don't know what the fuck these piles were. There was something. And this pile was stones. But I don't want it to be stones anymore, but I don't have that much space for it either. So, no stones. No stones in there. I'm gonna re-expand it for a moment just so I can get rid of these stones here. I know that my colonists will move it if they can see it. And they look like they've moved these, which is fantastic. I'm gonna need another 5 foam popper in here, I know it. Cool. Okay, so I've got at least 3 5 foam poppers in this short area for the 3 different ones. I will eventually move this, and this will be quite a large area of actually like proper storage stuff. And we have quite substantial chem fuel in there, so I'm not too concerned about keeping a fuck ton of the boomalopes, but I do need somebody. Oh, we got visitors. Neat. Just pause for a second. Gonna get you guys to move whichever benches are available over, because I know what my people are like, and if somebody's using it, I can't move it. So get you lot to do that. And there was one extra one that was being used by Chet, which is fine. Okay, who's the visitors? They want to trade shit. Hang on. Ooh, if we got up at this hour. I thought that was lasagna for a second. He would have been fine. I got silverwares over there. I don't want to use her for this. Seahorse would probably be better. Seahorse would be better. Let's go grab you and go do a trade with you. I'm not expecting you to have like a wealth of stuff, but here's to see what you have. And I kind of want to plant more crops, but I think that they're going to die off in winter. So I don't really want to go that hard, you know. But I mean, I hope I've still got enough for like after it. Chimpanzee, what the fuck are you doing awake? Mate, if you're going to build a cooler, I'll get you to build a set of doors. Yeah? That's a better option for you, mate. Get those doors done before winter hits. Like Lost Ember. I've never played the original. So that was my first try of the game in general last night. It was fun. It was hilarious at times. Some of the shit was just funny as hell. Like the duckling was like turbo super speeded duckling. It was so stupid. But yeah, no, the game itself was fun. I do think that if I had have possibly played it before having played Spirit of the North, perhaps I maybe would have liked it more. But there were plenty of things in it that were really beautiful. It's just, I really did like playing Spirit of the North, and the two of them kind of had a similar-ish concept with, you know, the, like, finding, like, corpses and, like, the story of dead and stuff like that, which is fair. I kind of knew that going into it, and I kind of, when I got them, because I got them kind of at the same time, which was like back in November, and I planned to play it here in January, it felt like they were going to be further apart from each other and I was going to have a little bit more time. But then I moved some stuff around because I had to move some stuff around, and then they ended up really close to each other and I didn't think about it. So that was a bit more on me. Also, you're sleeping alone. Who's your partner? Hold on. I'll get back up to fucking top of the list. Joshua. Marjot. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Vincent, your husband is Joshua. But Joshua is... hold on a second. What? Oh, it's Joshua and Marjot. Oh, no wonder why I'm fucking confused all the time. Alright. I need to give you a pair of bed. Hang on. Also, don't apologize. It's fine. Some questions have been asked a bazillion times, and there's no way for me to know if the same person is just asking the same question a lot. And then there's other times where, like, there's no way for you to know if I've had, like, the original or whatever and stuff. But yeah, I probably sound like more hostile than I mean to be, because, like, I'm tired sort of thing, but, like, I'm not, like, intentionally being hostile. I'm sorry if that's how it's coming across and stuff. You're not bothering me. Fuck, you're welcome to chitty chat as much as you like. Try to get that bed installed though. Hold on. Acrylic. Can I grab you, myself, me?